Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of the colors.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so ruddy and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stewarts Creek High School's Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Cindy Mansfield.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the posting of the colors. You may be seated.
Let's give another round of applause to Cindy Mansfield, our Teacher of the Year. I look out here and I am so pleased to see the first four full-blooded Creek our class of 2017. Give them a hand, everyone. Now let me first welcome Tennessee Commissioner of Education, Candace McQueen. I also want to welcome our other guests, Director of Schools Don Odom and our other district staff, our school board members, our distinguished elected officials from all levels, state, county, and city, fellow Creek principals, and of course, our families and our friends. To participate in the opening of a school, it is an unusual privilege. Within the walls of Stewarts Creek High School, great traditions have already been built, and these traditions will last for generations to come. And by attending tonight, you all are another part of history and part of the legacy of our school. And I am so pleased that Commissioner McQueen has joined us tonight to become part of that legacy as well. Since being sworn in as Tennessee's Commissioner of Education in January of 2015, she has championed the Tennessee Succeeds strategic plan, focusing on post-secondary and career readiness for Tennessee's 1 million students. She has also connected with over 10,000 teachers on a Classroom Chronicles tour, which included Stewarts Creek High School and many of ours. Prior to her appointment as Commissioner of Education, she served as Senior Vice President and Dean of the College of Education at Lipscomb University, and some may not know this. She began her career as a classroom teacher. At this time, it is my honor and privilege to welcome to the podium for our Class of 2017 Commencement Address, Tennessee's Commissioner of Education, Dr. Candace McQueen.
Let me first say thank you to Dr. Harrell and certainly to Dr. Odom for the opportunity to be here tonight. I'm honored because this was actually one of the very first school visits that I did as a new commissioner, and it set the tone and expectation for what I wanted to see across the state. And so I'm appreciative of how well you represented yourself the day I was here, but also what you have meant to me as I have pointed back to Stewarts Creek many times and Rutherford County many times, and how we should proceed in an exemplary school district. So appreciate what you've already meant to me and the work that you are continuing to do and will do for many, many years to come. I'd like to extend a special welcome to all the family and friends of the class of 2017, as well as the many community members that are here, from teachers to school board members to county commissioners to organizational leaders and higher education partners. You have invested time, energy, and effort in these graduates, and so you are part of the story that we're celebrating tonight. Each of us plays a role. Each of us, regardless of our background, regardless of our particular community place, in how we are showing the support for you, Stewarts Creek High School, tonight. What you've accomplished is truly remarkable. So to the class of 2017, sitting here in front of me with smiling faces, some of you are hot, I can tell. I want to say to the first full-blooded Creek class, congratulations. Without a doubt, your leadership and your team mentality that you've modeled for the past 4 years are why you are here today and why you will continue to succeed. What you've accomplished has made me hopeful, not just for the future, but for the future of students who will walk through the halls of Stewarts Creek High School for many years to come. You have set the tone for expectation. The ripples of your actions will impact and make a difference in the lives of elementary and middle school students right here in Rutherford County who look up to you and want to be part of this story. In the years to come, when hundreds of students caravan to cheer on the Red Hawks football, or the girls soccer, or cross country, or the bowling teams, or when everyone shows up to watch the fall play, see the choral assemble, or hear the band's spring concert, or on Friday, when students will cheer on the baseball team as they compete for a bid to the state, it will be because you set that important attitude of being a winning team. This community did not happen by accident, so I want to share what I know about this community tonight. It happened because you showed up with dedication to being one team. And that's the message I actually am going to share with you tonight. Your leadership will not only change the path of your life, but the futures around you, including those who you never have met. Live your life knowing that you are leading others. So I want you to listen closely because Dr. Harrell shared some information about your class leadership and how it created one team at Stewarts Creek. First, he told me that you own that one team spirit. You go all out, creating the biggest student cheering sections that anyone has ever seen, while at the same time showing this incredible promise academically. Much of that success has been due to your intentional focus on all of this work that you're going to be doing past high school and staying committed to it during high school. I can tell you that what your faculty and staff are doing right here at Stewarts Creek is actually a model for the rest of Tennessee. I have no doubt that the care your faculty and staff have shown you in a variety of ways is what's proven to you what you can succeed. In particular, they have a strong focus on career and technical education across disciplines, and we're able to see that in so many of your accomplishments tonight. Even better, you have taken advantage of those opportunities. Hear this number, 117 of you are leaving with earned industry credentials to be able to seamlessly walk into a career field. You also have earned college credit while in high school, and you've helped foster a culture of success around ACT. This year, you showed a nearly 2-point increase and doubled your college readiness benchmarks. I want to share with you that is virtually unheard of across the state. So congratulations to that focus. Now, I want to talk about some of you specifically. Many of you saw even more growth on the ACT, like Gavin White. Gavin gained 7 points, and Faith Marable, whose score jumped by 9 points, also remarkable. That hard work, preparation, and focus and the model of these students will continue to be a model for others for years to come. Some of you may have seen this, but an article ran recently as even some of it in today's paper, that showed the perspective of some of the classmates that are represented beside you today. There were some quotes that stood out to me that captures the big picture of what Stewarts Creek is about. I want to share a few of those because they represent what is being experienced here. This is from Tucker Darden. We have so many opportunities with clubs and CTE courses that it really prepares us for real life. It's not just a high school curriculum. You can learn how to fix the car. You can learn how to fix the computer. You can learn how to groom a dog. If that's what you want to do in life, then you're going to learn how to do it at this high school. Corey Perkins added, I went into my pathway my freshman year thinking I wanted to be in the medical field. And I love what he said next. But maybe without having gone into this pathway, I would have never learned that I don't want to go into the medical field. You can actually see what you want to do and what you don't want to do at this high school. Gavin White, I've mentioned before, has shared how inclusive you are. He said, I was homeschooled until 9th grade. So coming from that background and not knowing anybody was scary, but the school opened up and everyone in this room really brought me in, as if I had been with them all throughout elementary school. We're a family here. I want to emphasize that. I keep hearing you're a family, you're a team. It's not like we're just going to school to go to school, but we actually care about each other and how everyone's doing, and we care about success in life. Lydia Farthing said, freshman year they told us that the motto of this school was one team. She says, I remember laughing so hard because I didn't really get it. We all came from different schools, but for years, we're all one team. It doesn't matter what your past was or what school you came from, we've all been in this together. Those are remarkable comments. Many of you have mentioned how important your connections with teachers are, and I want to mention one in particular. It's clear that your teachers have made investments in you and have been your role models. Alexis Silcott said, it's easy to take for granted how much they do for us because we don't always think about all the work they're doing. They're doing it all for us. Let me add a piece of advice here. Before you leave, make sure you show that appreciation to the teachers and the staff who've been so meaningful to you. They get up every morning and think about how they are going to help you on that path to success. I'm going to share one final quote, and this is from Darwin Visson. He summed it up well when he said, in life, you're going to go through a lot of adversity. And with us, being a new school, we went through a lot of adversity. And to get through it, we had to unify, and we had to care about everyone. That shows that you're going to take some hits in life, but guess what? You have to get back up. These quotes actually demonstrate your leadership and your vision. They show me that you've learned the value of hard work, and you've learned what it actually means to get knocked down and to get back up again. Let me leave you with some final words. Receiving an education like the one that you have received at Stewarts Creek is a tremendous, I'm going to use this word a couple times, opportunity. You are now charged with using this opportunity and this diploma that you have earned to make a difference. You need to use it and those gifts associated with it for good. You have spent 4 years shaping your life, shaping your community, shaping your peers at Stewarts Creek. Now you have a chance to impact the larger community. Your college dorm, your campus organization, your teams at work, your family, and some of you will serve alongside those in the military. You have an opportunity to shape those folks' futures as well. There are nearly 500 of you right now about to graduate. Imagine what's possible with the leadership mindset that you have already established as you take it into the larger community. You will continue to shape our world. So my final message, you, all 500 of you, are the future of Tennessee. That is why I'm so proud of what you accomplished, the leadership that you've shown, and the role model that you have been for others. Everything that you've overcome, everything you've accomplished to this date has prepared you for what's next, and don't forget that. By the way, just because you graduate doesn't mean obstacles won't continue to come. They'll continue to come and they'll keep coming. It likely won't get any easier on the next step. But you now know what you can achieve, and you know how that one-team attitude can move you forward. Just like Darwin Visson said, you're going to take some hits, but you have to just get back up. So I hope you remember this final word. My father wrote me a letter right before I was going to move away and go to graduate school. And this is what he wrote. He said, "Remember, folks can take a lot away from you. They can take your money, they can take your possessions, they can take your freedom, and at times, they can actually take your self-worth. But no one, absolutely no one, can take away your education. It is the best investment you can make." And then he said, "Keep going. I'm so proud of you." So that's my charge to you tonight. No one can take away your education. Use it for good. Make this moment count. And remember, I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
There's one thing that I'm really struck by that you said, and I appreciate it, because you talked about our students and the leadership and vision they had as freshmen, and it continued as sophomores and juniors and seniors, and you alluded to quotes from them that talked about the respect that we had for each other on that journey. Thank you so much. Most of you know, and if you don't, I'll share with you, that another hat I wear is serving in the United States Air Force. When you serve, the claps are for anyone here. If you've served in the military, I appreciate you. The reason I'm sharing that is for this reason. When you are part of a unit or a squadron or a corps, it means a lot. And there is a tradition of a coin that every member has, and they carry with them because it shows the identity they have in being a part of that. When I became principal of Stewarts Creek High School, in that same way, with that same tradition, I created a Stewarts Creek High School principal's coin that I hold before you. Commissioner McQueen was at our school one of her first visits. She has been there to support not only us in Rutherford County, but the state of Tennessee. But tonight, it's about Stewarts Creek and Red Hawks. And tonight, I want to ask you to come up because I want to present to you my principal's coin and to share with you, you are a Red Hawk, and once a Red Hawk, always a Red Hawk. Thank you so much. At this time, we want to recognize our class of 2017 valedictorians.
That's gotta be in there, isn't it?
It's gonna be loud.
What sound does a panda make? There'll just be sports or athletics, or that's the same thing.
Roar. The constant helping me. I'm so serious too. I'm so serious.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we're on your time now. I'm waiting on you.
3, 2, 1.
The thing I will most remember about my time at Stewarts Creek is most definitely being a part of the soccer team. They were like my second family, and we had so many good times and made endless memories. Some advice I would give to underclassmen at Stewarts Creek is just to be kind to everyone, because you never know what someone could be going through. And also just keep a positive attitude through everything you do, because whatever you're stressing about, you're not going to remember you probably won't even remember in a week. One team, to me, is just about how unique our class is. The fact that this is the first class to go all 4 years is really cool to me, and I love that we were all able to grow together, and I feel like our class is really good at supporting each other. The difference between me as a freshman and me as a senior, I feel like I honestly haven't changed too much. I think I've just matured a little more, and I am a little more considerate of others, and I have an open mind now.
The moments I remember most here at the Creek will be when I was playing my violin at the marching band, because most violins never get that experience. One piece of advice I would give to underclassmen is to become friends with your teachers. It has saved my grade more than once. To me, one team means that the faculty and students don't just support one specific part of the school. They support all athletics, they support all fine arts, they support every club, every team, and so it just brings us together as one team. The biggest difference between me freshman year and me senior year is that I've become less awkward and more confident in myself, mostly just because of growing up.
One thing I will most remember about my time here is being a part of Yellow Boat, the play that we did, not this past fall, but the fall before. We took it to the Tennessee Theater Association, and that was just an amazing experience, the best performing experience of my life. I really fell in love with the art that day. A piece of advice I would give underclassmen is to get involved. Don't be afraid to join clubs, extracurricular activities, sports. It makes a huge difference to spend time with people that have the same interests as you do. One team to me means respect. Our school has so much diversity in the things that people are interested in sports and activities, and it doesn't mean that everyone's the same. It means that everyone has a genuine respect and appreciation for every aspect of our school. The biggest difference between me as a freshman and me as a senior is I'm much more sure of myself now. I moved schools in the middle of high school, and that was a really big change for me. And it gave me a really big opportunity to figure out who I am in context of just me, because I had to start completely over.
One memory that I'll remember most from high school is in band we have to change together a lot, and it's a little weird seeing that much of people even though they're wearing compression clothes. But yeah, I'll try to force that out of my mind a lot, but it just doesn't go away. One piece of advice that I would give to underclassmen, particularly freshmen, would be to stay true to yourself, be who you are, and don't change who you are to fit into a particular group of people. One team means to me supporting sports and programs that don't normally get a lot of support at other schools, like taking pep buses to girls' soccer games or making a pep club at a bowling match. It's a little strange, but it's cool to support programs that don't get support other places. One thing that's different about me between freshman and senior year is, well, for one, I can grow facial hair a little bit better. And I'd say I've found a group of friends that's more true to who I am instead of just trying to fit into a group of people that I think are cool or whatever.
One thing that I'll most remember about my life at Stewarts Creek is that the first time I came out on stage in Mary Poppins, and I just realized that I had a love for theater. I never thought I'd do that, and I took a risk doing that, and definitely that would be one of the things I'll most remember. Another thing is the students and how involved everyone is in the school and how much we all love it. One piece of advice I would give to underclassmen would be do as much as you can while you still can, because you're not going to have that forever. To me, one team means that we all had to band together. Like coming here 4 years ago as a new student, moving from a totally different state to a brand new school helped out a lot because everyone was new. And so everyone had to overcome adversity and try to come together and become one team and put away these cliques that they had at their other schools because we were all meshing together. And it was a really cool thing to see, and it was a really cool thing to experience. The biggest difference between me, the freshman, and me, the senior, is that I've learned not to take myself so seriously. My freshman year, I was very uptight. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything except for football, and I kind of like stayed reserved to myself because I was afraid, and I was a freshman. So after that, I kind of opened up and started trying new things, and man, best decision I've ever made.
My most memorable experience would probably be for band in general, just because I've been in that for 4 years, and it's whether jazz band, marching band, normal band, and a lot of those experiences with all my friends, so it's a lot of fun. One piece of advice I would give to underclassmen is to be flexible in a situation, because you never know what's going to change, and you have to learn how to work around it, and that's what will make you become successful. One team to me means, besides quality, I would say that it is the support around us, and it's kind of like a symbol of hope, so that way we can all get through these 4 years and then move on to the next chapter of our life. Biggest difference between me, the freshman, and me now, besides being able to grow facial hair and procrastinate more often, I would say I'm a lot less tense, and I'm able to be calm and just work through things a lot better.
One thing I will definitely remember about my life at Stewarts Creek would be, it would have to be Mr. Marlat's. Less than a minute, just because, I mean, who needs a clock when you have Mr. Marlat? One piece of advice that I would give to freshmen is to just live life as if it's going to end tomorrow. One team, to me, it means that everybody's a family, and we're all interconnected, and we all just, we're going to be a part of each other's lives for forever, I think. The biggest difference between the freshman me and the senior me, I would have to say, is I stopped trying to fit in, and I started standing out.
What I remember most about SCHS would be Dr. Harrell's enthusiasm and his energy throughout the whole year when it comes to academics or athletics. I remember last year at lunch, he actually jumped on the lunch table and got us all riled up. One piece of advice that I would give to underclassmen is to not let the lack of motivation in others around them influence their decisions. Because I feel like if you're the only one who cares in a situation, that shouldn't discourage you. You should still put in a strong effort. To me, one team means that various parts coming from different backgrounds, different cultures, can all come together and work as one cohesive unit. The difference between me, the freshman, and me, the senior, would be probably my adaptability. Because I've been to 3 different high schools since I've been a freshman, so I've learned to adapt in different environments and still channel my strengths in different ways. And what I've learned most about myself is that the limits that I have are the ones that I put on myself.
I'll most remember about high school just how we started off as the first 4 in freshman year, and not all of us knew each other because we came from different schools and everything, but now leaving senior year, I just feel like I have so many friends that it feels like I've known forever, and so they're just great relationships, and we've come so far as a transition. I would tell underclassmen that it's always a great idea to surround yourself with the people that you want to be like, the people who make you a better person. But at the same time, don't forget to be your own cheerleader, because ultimately you're responsible for your own actions and the trajectory of your life. What one team means to me is that although we have 2,000 students or so, and we have so many faculty members, we have so many great relationships formed, and we all basically have the same goals, and we help each other reach those goals together. I think the biggest difference between me as a freshman and me as a senior is probably stress wrinkles. I've worried about everything, but mostly I think I've always been known as being like a nice person, but through my high school experience, I've also come to find myself to be assertive, and I've kind of found a balance between being kind, but also stating my opinions and being true to myself.
one thing I remember most about my time at Stewarts Creek is when I first moved up here, because I was lost for about a week with a color-coded map. One piece of advice I would give to underclassmen is to always do things for yourself and not try to make everybody else happy. The statement "one team" means to me that the morning announcements are over. The difference between me as a freshman and me as a senior is that I have more confidence in everything that I do and that I don't worry about what everybody else is doing.
One thing that I'll remember about Stewarts Creek is the highlighter colored hallways, like the bright blue and fluorescent yellow, stuff like that. It's burned into my brain now. One piece of advice that I have for freshmen would be to stay organized. It'll help you stay off the ICU list, and you might actually get to participate in class events. To me, one team means acting together as a unit, and before, one team used to mean that we were just kind of a bunch of schools mixed together, and now it's something that stands for excellence because we're striving to make our school a better place. The biggest difference between myself as a freshman and myself as a senior is that I used to be a lot more shy than I am now, which I know I'm still shy, but I didn't know anybody when I came here. So I made a lot of friends, and I have a lot of great relationships with those people and my teachers, and that's probably the biggest difference for me.
The thing I'll remember most about my high school experience would be all the bus rides to the away soccer games with my best friends. My advice to underclassmen would be to not spread yourself too thin with the extracurricular activities, because I feel like you can't really devote your time to the clubs that you're specifically passionate about. One team means to me that we all come from different backgrounds and different middle schools even, but when we walk in the halls, we're like one big family and we all have one similar goal. The biggest difference between me as a freshman and me as a senior would be that I've learned that I don't need to care so much about what people think or say about me, because I know my true friends will care about me and love me no matter what.
The song that best reflects my high school years is probably Fergalicious. And that's because before every soccer game, that was a song that we always listened to, whether it was in the bus or in the weight room or in the locker room. Every time it came on, we would stop and get straight into it, and it's like the one song that I actually know the words to, because if you know me, you know I don't know the words to any song. So, and I also feel like it's a really upbeat song, and I try to be an upbeat person. Fergalicious death, Fergalicious death, Fergalicious death, 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 Fergalicious death.
The song that best represents my time in high school is All Because of Jesus by Fee, because really the only reason I'm here as a valedictorian is, through his love and grace. It's all because of Jesus I'm alive.
The song that best reflects my time in high school is In My Life by the Beatles. It just talks about a lot about life and how things mean a lot in the moment, and you remember the important things, and there's a time for everything to pass. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain.
The song that would best describe my high school experience would be Somebody That I Used to Know by Gaudier. I found that I have lost a lot of friends over the years. A lot of people have fallen out of my life, but I've found that you only need friends that like you for who you are. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody that I used to know.
One song that best reflects my high school experience would probably be Agony from Into the Woods. Because, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Agony, beyond power of speech.
The song that best reflects my high school experience would probably be Under Pressure by David Bowie, just because it can be a little pressuring at times, but it always works out. Under pressure, push it down on me, push it down on you, no man asked for.
The song that best reflects my high school career would be Walking on Sunshine, just because I haven't had any regrets about high school, and if I could go back, I wouldn't change anything. I'm walking on sunshine, whoa. I'm walking on sunshine, whoa. And doesn't it feel good?
The song that represents my high school experience would be Survivor by Destiny's Child, because it talks about making it through your situation and ending on top, and I feel like I've made it through high school very well. I survived. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving.
The song that best reflects my experience in high school is by the Free Radicals. It's called You Get What You Give. And that really applies to being a student in class or just friendships. You get out of any kind of relationship or anything that is meaningful, the equivalent of what you put into it. And it's worth the effort if it's rewarding back in the end because of what you did. Don't give up, you've got a reason to live. Can't forget, we only get what we give.
I think a good song that reflects high school in general, it would be Chained to the Rhythm by Katy Perry. Because it's about breaking out of a shell and you go your own way. Are we crazy, living our life through a lens, like picket fence? So comfortable that we're living in a bubble, so comfortable that we do not see the trouble.
The song that best reflects my high school experience, I think, would be Don't Stop Believing by Journey, because I'm pretty sure that I've heard Dr. Harrell sing it more times than I have the actual band. Don't stop believing, hold on to that feeling.
The song that I think best describes my high school experience would be Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. I feel like it talks a lot about learning about yourself and then also about moving on to a new chapter of your life.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten.
Gosh. Valedictorians, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. At this point, we also want to take a moment to recognize students who have achieved other awards of academic excellence. First, students graduating with honors. These students have met or exceeded all the national ACT benchmarks. Only 26% of students nationwide meet this criteria. Stewarts Creek High School once again exceeded the national average. Please recognize our graduates with honors. You may be seated. Also at this time, we honor the state of Tennessee's highest level of achievement for a graduate. These students maintained a high grade point average, also met one of several criteria, such as making a 31 or higher on the ACT, being an all-state musician singer, earning 12 or more post-secondary credits, passing 2 or more advanced placement exams, or receiving a national industry certification. Students graduating with distinction, please stand to be recognized. Now, what about that? We also want to recognize another outstanding achievement. There are 4 students among you today who, through their perfect attendance for all 4 years of high school, have demonstrated the tenacity and perseverance it takes to be considered a consistent, reliable, and dependable person. At this time, we would like to recognize these students and their families. Please help me to congratulate Carson Helton, Catalina Hui Bandith, Jasmine Merriweather, and Avery Patterson.
Today marks a day of much more than just graduation of high school. It marks the end of a journey. We may not all have started at the same place 13 years ago, but we did begin something together 4 years ago, and most of us could not have imagined all that was required for us to be here tonight. But there are people here who did, our parents and guardians. We have always had someone who knew what was to come and helped prepare us for it. These are the people who have been willing to sacrifice so that we may enjoy a night out with our friends, or maybe go cheer our Red Hawks on to victory. They were there with a hug when we were at our worst in life, and cheered for us when we were at our best. You, our parents and guardians, have made the class of 2017 an outstanding one. We are a class that has helped establish the foundation of an elite school in Rutherford County, and without you, our parents and guardians, little of this would have been possible. We want to acknowledge our parents and guardians in many ways, but 2 words really stand out today. Thank you. Thank you for dealing with us when we were difficult. Thank you for providing constant support when we needed it most. Thank you for having patience with us when we were impatient. Thank you for chauffeuring us to countless practices, recitals, games, birthday parties, and of course, school. Thank you for being you. You care about us. You love us. You instill in us morals and values that have shaped us for an independent and successful future. Now, if you are a parent or guardian of a graduating senior, please stand so that we may show our thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my fellow seniors, I would like to congratulate each of you. We have finally been cured of the most infectious disease known to mankind, senioritis. But now, it is time for a change. It is time to accept our past without regrets, handle our present with confidence, and face our future without fear. As we celebrate today, we should also reflect on the memories we have created. When we first started our freshman year at the Creek, we had very little ideas of what we were doing. While all the other grades were divided from their past schools, we came together to make Stewarts Creek our home. Along the way, we have made choices. Some of them were good, and others were bad. But we must not find sorrow in our mistakes. We must embrace our regrets and learn from them so that we can inspire future generations. As we approach the stage, remember the traditions we have established. Our senior sunrises, raising our dubs at every single pep rally, dressing up for our footballs and basketball games, and more importantly, expanding our student leadership throughout the entire school. Remember to thank the faculty and staff who have helped us understand that there are things that are much bigger than each of us. Remember the friendships we have started and that will continue to prosper. Today is a day of celebration. Today is our day to feel excited in everything that we have accomplished over the past 4 years of high school. And even though adulthood is one step away, we must not be too anxious about what lies ahead. As we look toward the future, remember that there is not an ICU list to tell you if you are missing an assignment for one of your professors or your jobs. And Mr. Marlatt won't be there to tell you you have less than a minute to get to class. The late senator and astronaut John Glenn once said, "People are afraid of the future, of the unknown. If a man faces up to it and takes the dare of the future, he can have some control over his own destiny." Let us, class of 17, be the generation to take risks without fear and challenge ourselves to be the generation our world needs. Now it is time to leave the nest and take on the world. I don't know about you, but Stewarts Creek will always be home sweet home to me. Good old Stewarts Creek, class of 17. So Red Hawks, what do you say about joining me for one last chant? Are you ready? We're the best you've ever seen. We're the class of 17. We're the best you've ever seen. We're the class of 17. We're the best you've ever seen. We're the class of 17. Woo! Go class of 17, you rock!
Ladies and gentlemen, to preserve the dignity of the ceremony, we ask that you hold your applause and remain seated until the end of the presentation. Dr. Harrell, these students have fulfilled the requirements for graduation as set forth by the state of Tennessee. Lydia Grace Farthing. Brent Alexander Lyles. Mary Ruth Woolridge. Emma Ryan Stacy DiDomenico. Jangela Jane Malcolmpugh. Caitlin Jo Bain. Landon John Batey. Bailey Nicole Griffin. Tyler Andrew Groom. Andrew Ross Harris. Ryan Carter Hines. Braden Chase Jackson. Gabrielle Elise Napper. Avery Arden Patterson. Sydney Kate Reeves. Christina Michelle Sieber. Alexis K. Sealcott. Houston Benjamin Abbott. Zahara Abdul Karim. Paul Jeremy Obwell, salutatorian. Crystal Jennifer Acosta. Jackson Paul Adams. Cameron Lee Adcock Andrews. Carlin Matthew Addy. Lena Nicole Alakabi. Caitlin Renee Aldridge. Christian Ray Alexander. Kelsey Brachelle Alexander. Gregory Jordan Allen. Jamie Cannon Allen. Takovia Cherie Allen. Carrie Renee Altizer. Delaney Marie Amos. Spencer Reed Arnold. Jacob Pierce Atwood. Lizeth Estella Balderas. Sarah Rose Baucom. Joseph Michael Bauman. Caden Michaelin Baxter. Branson Hunter Beach. Armando Benavidez. Alicia Sierra Bennett. Emma Elizabeth Bishop. Michael John Bly II. Alyssa Morgan Bomeyer. Audrey Nicole Bostwick. Legend Hudsody Boone. Cameron Ting Buparath. Brianna Ashley Brady. Katie Bratcher. John Braxton Brewer. Daniel Paul Bridges. Kaylee Nicole Brooks. Deanna Lynn Broom. Kamaya Nicole Brown. Reginald Tyrone Brown Jr. Terrell Joseph Brown. Eliza Grace Bryson. Brooke Elaine Burgess. Eric Bernard Burgess. Brian Maria Burgess. Scott Colt Burnett. Mariah Jeanette Caban. Jackson Jeffrey Caldwell. Kinsley Lynn Carlton. Robert Raphael Carlton. Jasmine Nicole Carruthers. Ashley Nicole Carpenter. Guadalupe Primitivo Casanova. Braxton Deshaun Miles Carnell Cathy. Amy Noriega Cervantes. Jason Lloyd Chambers. Michael Scott Clardy. Delana Grace Renee Clark. Tyler Lance Clark. Sailor Cole Clayton. Marcus Devon Clemens. Caitlin Marie Clymer. Alicia Ray Coleman. Andrew Thomas Collins. E.R. Knatzer. Shelby Ray Cohn. Rebecca Elizabeth Conley. Tyler Michael Conley. Michael Stephen Connolly Jr. Adam Kenneth Kuhn. Demarion Dwayne Corley. Naomi Valeria Corona Valdez. Mario Dwayne Covington. Silas Jordan William Cox. Kyle David Creason. Jenna LaRue Crossland. Christian Tyler Crowder. Viviana Laura Cruz. Presley Noel Culpepper. Chase McCain Daniel. Ellen Ahmad Dowd. Tucker Matthew Darden. Noah Christian Davis. Rex Walker Davis. Cheyenne Christian Cornice Davis. Amanda Nicole Day. Savannah Jean Dean. Alexandra Mackenzie Degenhart. Courtney Denise Diedrich. Michael Joseph Dominy Jr. Tyler Ray Dotson. Tyler DeAndre Douglas. Reagan Ashton Dowdy. Devin Paul Drew. Christopher Taylor Earls. Cody Christopher Ekman. Kirsten Nicole Eady. Madison Brooke Edwards. Jonathan William Eller. Morgan Elizabeth Ellis. Nicholas Alexander Engel. Justin Tyler Engelman. Marissa Raven England. Mackenzie Elizabeth English. Andre Daniel Espinoza. Hannah Lynette Estep. Caitlin Nicole Estes. Jessica Lee Ferris. Matthew Cole Ferris. Brandy Lee Furby. Brianna Michelle Furby. Alexis Darlene Ferguson. Amanda Carol Ferguson. Zashin Zenise Fields. Brianna Kiara Flemings. Aaron Michael Foster. Jared Austin Fox. Hannah Marie Foy. Savannah Kate Frazier. April Galindo. Abigail Morgan Gamble. Charles Peyton Francis Gardner. Kerrigan Michelle Garrett. Austin Connor Lee Gartung. James Tucker Geralds. Jared Peyton Geitz. Kayla Aubrey Gentry. Austin Jacob George. Rachel Elizabeth Geis. Dawson Lawrence Gilreath. John Thomas Glassner. Evan Blake Goen. Brittany Michelle Goins. Sierra Renee Galgada. Alam Abakuk Gonzalez. Alexis Michelle Goodson. Haley Ann Marie Gordon. Alexis Courtney Gothard. Kyle Perry Hughes Graham. Jonathan Emery Grant. Justin Giovanni Grant. Kendra Brooke Gray. Dakota Ashton Greer. Amber Nicole Grubb. Azucena Moreno Gutierrez. Robel Bekala Hapte. Sean Clay Hackney. Courtney Aaron Haddix. Kevin Blake Haley. Cameron Chase Hall. Warren Bryson Hammonds. Helene Hamo. Madison Victoria Hanback. Brian Tyler Hankins. Ryan Scott Haraway Jr. David Lee Harp Jr. Brandon Chase Harrell. Zanaya Braylon Harris. Adara Danae Harrison. Danae Chanel Hartley. Peyton Taylor Harvey. Elijah Dean Haynes. Kayla Nicole Head. Callie Ann Herr. Carson Daniel Helton. Miranda Taylor Helton. Iana Janae Hemingway. Madison Grace Henley. Jacob Tyler Henry. Connor Lane Hensley. Brenda Yatsiri Hernandez Monroy. Jessica Courtney Hickerson, salutatorian. Gage Dylan Hicks. Tristan Reed Hicks. Spencer Bryant Hill. Hannah Lee Hodges. Abigail Lynn Holliday. Catherine Irene Holland. Kimberly Lynn Holleran. Abby Lauren Holzapfel. Kinsley Mikhail Hauk. Desiree Suzanne Hauser. Zoe Violet Hovinga. Anna Jane Howard. Jonathan David Howell. Haven Capri Hudson. Logan Marie Hughes. DeMonte Justin Hunter. Deanna Dainche Lillian Heiler. Catalina Puna Hui Bandith. Cody Austin Ibrahim. Andrew Ethan Ingram. Kamui Katie Itavongza. Jalen Marquise James. Brianna Elise Jameson. Jordan Lacey Jeffcoat. Hunter Wyatt Jenkins. Michaela Rose Jernigan. Abigail Raven Johns. Asia Estelle Johnson. Christina Ruth Olivio Johnson. Cornisha Nashawn Johnson. Hannah Marie Johnson. Jasmine Tiana Johnson. Jordan Lee Johnson. Lauren Elizabeth Johnson. Emily Faith Joyner. Alexander Jason Jones. Destiny Ilea Jones. Jasmine St. James Jones. Titus Javon Jones. Justin Cathavong. Donna Kim. Emily Caroline Knight. Kelsey Marie Kateritz. Emilian Kai. Nicholas Christopher Lasuniak. Olivia Quinn Lambert. Elizabeth Ann Lancaster. Brandon Lee Lance. Asia Shante Lanier. Christopher Wayne Lawless. Lyndon Chase Lawson. Teresa Christine Ledbetter. Devin Ray Lester. Bernice Joyce Levesque. Peyton Brianne Lewis. Carrie Leong. Caitlin Brooke Ligon. Hayden Todd Lindsay. Isaiah Lott London. Zacchaeus Devon Edward Long. Lauren Haley Danielle Lopez. Morgan Ray Lovelace. Paige Riley Lovelace. Jasmine Leon Lowry. Cody Brian Lynch. Nicholas Edward Lynn. Marcus Edwin Mackey Jr. Kevin Samuel Mackey. Colton Blake Mader. Mackenzie Park Malin. Faith Marie Marable. Peyton Matthew Marcos. Tyler Lee Marks. Jared Eugene Martin. Marcus Everett Martin. Amy Cassandra Martinez. Angelica Fernanda Martinez. Caitlin Marie Martinez. Daniela Martinez. Jacob Austin Mason. Seth Michael Mason. Sebastian Drake Amaranth Schmidt Mathis. Autumn Rachel Matthews. Bradley Neal Matthews. Ariel Marie McAtee, salutatorian. Reese Cole McClanahan. Garrison Dagan McElhenney. Madison Lee McFadden. Salah Sabri Meho. David Stone Mendocino. Jasmine Danielle Merriweather. Ryan Noah Merritt. Stephen Dominic Brewer Machoto. Joseph Christian Meyer. Jonathan Wayne Miller. Joseph James Miller. Kendall Renee Mills. Amber Lenice Mulder. Jared Brentley Monsier. Matthew Ryan Montgomery. Alexandria Brianna Moore. Jamarius Ladante Moore. Taylor Marie Moore. Seth Mitchell Morgan. Rebecca Ruth Morris. Brooke Leanne Mosier. Stephanie Michelle Mummel. Mikhail Elkes Narus. Nathan Benjamin Neal. Mitchell Clayton Newport. Kayla Michelle Newton. Chancellor Price Nickel. Dunapin Cassidy Nuanmani. Austin Chansamesa Nuan. Desiree Lynn O'Donnell. Colin Andrew O'Neill. Cassandra Lynn Ortiz. Jennifer Vanessa Pacheco. Nicholas Anthony Panicasio. Christopher Grant Patterson. Tyler Scott Patterson. Osmar Roberto Paz. Alexis Jewel Pearson. Jonathan Garrett Pillow. Jose Eduardo Perez Mendez. Alexandria Lee Perry. Catherine Elizabeth Pettis. Juliana Conpeth Petzerath. Venus Suksavong Pongsavan. Madison Olivia Saray Paisani. Alexis Lachey Player. Addison Page Plummer. Alexandru Adrian Popoviciu. Frederick DeLon Porter Jr. David Jeremiah Poston. Aaron Scott Presley. James Brendan Prince. Hunter Ryan Pruitt. Giselle Maria Pulido Benitez. Weston Renier Ramsey. Joelle Tayana Randolph. Mackenzie Nicole Reese. Briston Wayne Reed. William Baltazar Reyes. Cody Wayne Ricketts. Alyssa Faith Robertson. Colton James Roberts. Damon Rayshawn Robinson. Savannah Paige Robinson. Abigail Leon Roderick. Moises Elias Rodriguez. Amari Ayana Marie Rogers. Gabriel James Rogers. Carolyn Rojas Armenteros. Zachary Lee Rooker. Jordan Taylor Rouse. Elizabeth Paige Rowlett. Alyssa Taylor Rucker. Timothy David Russell. Caleb Austin Sayasak. Desmond Isaiah Sales. Evan Musley Salih. Connor Riley Sally. Joshua Patrick Sanchez. Hannah Aislinn Sandifer. Sydney Adele Satterwhite. Connor Gabriel Saucedo. Jacob Hunter Phillip Savi. Shelby Paige Sawyer. Caitlin Renee Schabacker. Bryce Jacob Bernhard Schmidt. Emily McKay Schoon. Joseph Eugene Schott. Dawson Charles Mitchell Scott. Davis Brandon C. Abigail Angelique Sellers. Brooke Lauren Sellers. Austin Konizavan Sangdara. Karima Iman Sharif. Martia Elise Shaw. Jason Keith Shell Jr. Cody Lee Shelton. Donovan Angelo Shelton. Parker Scott Shoemaker. Megan Leanne Shields. Spencer Patrick Shields. Joshua James Schulda. Levi Nicholas Silvers. Grant Hunter Simmons. Austin Brent Simons. Tristan Roark Skelton. Daniel Bo Skiles. Caleb Jarek Tyler Sloan. Jesselyn Nicole Bree Sloan. Anna Grace Smith. Christian Armand Smith. Christina Marie Smith. Jackson Matthew Smith. Nathan Thomas Smith. Scott Carter Smith. Seth Tyler Smith. Holden Scott Smitty. Levi Maxwell Snyder. Visith Nick Suksavong. Tiana Kiki Sunavong. Tristan Vaughn Souders. Christopher Andre Spencer Jr. Braden Ray Squires. Brandon Kelly Stevens. Nicholas James Stevenson. Taylor Lee Stewart. Savannah Elise Stone. Stephen Charles Stoner II. Megan Grace Stover. Megan Callie Strife. Rachel Virginia Stroud. Aaron Risley Sullivan. Joshua Brandon Sullivan. Marley Taylor Sullivan. Zachary Tyler Sullivan. Shane Michael Sutherland. Chandler Reed Swanson. Alexis Lee Montgomery Taylor. Cameron Sean Taylor. Kara Ann Taylor. Callista Victoria Taylor. Matthew Jacob Taylor. Nicholas Antonio Taylor. Andrea Faith Tiller. Adrian Torres. Catherine Macy True. Herbert Bruce Tunley III. Brenna Claire Turner. Blake William Turner. Jada Lynn Utley. Madison Taylor Vance. Aubrey Jade Vanisuvong. Tracy Galen Gordon Van Meter. Sean Douglas Glenn Van Winkle. Jonas Dwayne Vaughn. Ricardo Leland Vaughn. Taylor Ananda Vaughn. Trevor Daniel Vaughn. Joshua Allen Venable. Andy Stephen Vieira. Tanner Ryan Viola. Darwin Noy Vizan. Joss Vongvarath. Lauren Ray Voiles. Asia Jillian Ann Marie Beth Waddell. Gage Nicholas Waddell. Taylor Ray Wagner. Addison Page Walden. Keyshawn Nicholas Lorenzo Walker. Reginald Alexander Ward II. Shyla Renee Wasser. Cameron Everett Watkins. Tyrion Demond Watkins. Chloe Alexandria Watts. Faith Dawn Westfall. Ivy Marie Wetherill. Ashley Ray Whitaker. Gavin Taylor White. Taylor Hope White. Tyler Joseph White. Carly Lynn Wilson. Kristen Lee Wilson. Kari Danielle Wimsat. Alexander James Winton. Brittany K. Woods. Carly Drashawn Wright. Gavin Vance Wright. Hannah Raquel Wright. Courtney Kate Yanity. Carly Deanne Young.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the Stewarts Creek High School class of 2017 graduates. Please rise.
Congratulations to my fellow graduates of the 2017 class of Stewarts Creek High School. Once a Red Hawk, always a Red Hawk.